Hi, I'm Jarrell.
And I'm David.
I am 34 years old.
Hey guys, thanks for sticking around for another cooking edition of BoosCruize. You guys have been so responsive and so amazing to these cooking videos. And speaking of that, I got the most amazing video shout out today from Favor over at Life with Favor. She is literally one of my favorite YouTubers ever. She's just the sweetest, most amazing just woman in soul. And you know, I don't talk about it that much, but putting your life and putting yourself and putting your partner and just everything onto YouTube is not the easiest thing in the world. And not everyone is nice. Not everyone is nice. I mean, you guys know that. I mean, you know. So when you meet people that are kind and positive and just champion you, you really have to hold on to those people. And Favor has been so kind to me. And not only that, but she's been a fount of information. I've learned about tons of products. The product that I'm actually using today, I learned from Favor. So to get that kind of love back is just, I don't want to get emotional, but thank you, Favor. The love is so much returned. And guys, I'm gonna link her channel down below. It's Life with Favor. She's another cruising channel that has had to not cruise because of things that are happening. She's always been vlogging and doing all kind of cool beauty unboxings and cooking, all of that. So go check out her channel. I highly recommend it. On days when maybe I'm not having the best day, you know, I love to see her videos pop up because it just makes me smile. Yeah, so I love you, Favor. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. It just means the world to me. Okay, so moving on with the video for today. Like I said, we are doing keto pasta primavera. So pasta, you say, again on keto? Okay, so this is a new product that I'm just trying out. It's called Gnooda Keto Pasta. It's from nomnom.com, and you see that's Gnooda. I know it's showing up backwards in the screen, but if you guys see, it's 3 grams of net carbs. Now, and the ingredients, in case you're like, how are they doing this? It can't be done. Yeah, same. I said the same thing. So this is lupin flour, eggs, pea protein isolate, tapioca flour, and xanthan gum. So that's the ingredients. Super clean. So there's the low carb pasta company and some other low carb pastas which are fantastic. A little bit cheaper. Now this, I'm not gonna lie, I don't know if it's made of lupini or if it's made, or lupin flour, or if it's made of cocaine, because these prices, so 4 of these packages, which there are 4 servings in here, 4 of these packages, $40. Now y'all know I love a deal. So, but I also love pasta, right? Am I right? Anybody else? I'm alone. It's fine. So we're gonna make this today. We're going to do it with some Italian sausage. I'm going to open up some of those meatballs that I canned. We're gonna do that. And this is gonna be a baked pasta primavera. So I'm going to do it like a layer of pasta and meat sauce. And then, almost like a lasagna, I'm gonna make a layer, like a cheese layer, a white layer. And then I'm gonna add that, another layer of the pasta on top. And then we're gonna bake it. Also, we're like making the stretch. We are determined this is going to be 4 servings. Although, low key, if you had 2 servings, that's 6 net carbs. The other pastas that provided I buy them, I use them. They are so convenient. But they are roughly 6 or 7 net carbs. The soy pasta from Aldi is 6 or 7 net carbs. So this is half of that. Also, like, I'm not, you see, I'm bouncing them. Thank goodness I still can. But, you know, it's a lot of soy, which is a lot of estrogen. I'm already like a double D over here. I worry how much soy is too much soy for men or women. It's all organic, but still. Anyway, I have rambled on forever. Let's get cooking. Favor, you had me like tearing up in my car. Ugh, jeez. All right, let's cook.
All right, so let's get this party started on a Saturday night. Pink, anyone? Just me? It's fine. So we're gonna start out by using this mild Italian sausage. We get this from Costco, and it's delicious. 1 carb. Now, these sausage are in casings, but I don't want that because I want it to be like ground sausage. So I'm going to take them out of their casings. Also, if you're not using this 3-pepper blend from Kroger, now you know I love my like chopped onions. This is amazing because it is the 3 peppers and the onions all in one. Again, the carb count, that's 4 net carbs. So don't go crazy on this, but it sure beats chopping onions. Yeah, so let me get these out of the casings and then get them in the pan and break them up with my spatula later.
Alright, you guys, so we're going to get a little bit of oil in the pan. We don't need much because there's going to be enough oil in the sausages, but just a little bit to saute up the sausage and peppers. Now, this pan has already been preheated. Yeah, sizzle. So, like I said, not too crazy with the peppers and onions if you are watching your carbs, because this is a lot of carbs. So we're going to start with that. Also, I realize that some of you might not know how to take a sausage out of its casings. In the event that you don't know, literally it's the easiest thing. Take a knife, run it down the sausage, and then it just comes right out. And then what you have is just ground sausage. Comes right out. See that? And then you just discard of this casing. So let me get a spoon and stir this around. I love my wooden spoons. What about you guys? I mean, most of my cookware is Emerald Lagasse and it's non-stick. So you can't be using, anything but non-stick safe utensils. And I don't know, there's just something very comforting and old school and lovely about using wooden utensils. It just makes me think of being a kid. So these are gonna saute up super quick. We're gonna let them go for about 2 more minutes, and then we're gonna add in our sausage. All right, so I'm gonna add in a little bit of garlic in there. It's getting nice and brown. Remember, brown is flavor. And then I'm gonna add in all of my sausages. But you don't want the casings, just the sausages. Unless you do want the casings. If you wanted to cut these up and do it like that, you could. Guys, the spatulator. You will literally never break up meat the same way. You use it, it chops it up. Especially with this, because we want this to be pretty fine. It's going to go all throughout these pastas. Because you want it to be a fine sauce, like a bolognese. It's gonna be thick and hearty, but you don't want giant pieces of sausage in there because we're gonna have meatballs. Also, again, up close, this is what the pasta looks like. It's these small, kind of fun. I don't know. I think they're radiatori. Oh, also, just so you know, I don't have any affiliation. I don't have an affiliate link. I bought these myself. I have no affiliation, but I will say that this is an amazing product. And yeah, if you're like me, you are interested in having pasta for 3 carbs. So I just want to bring that to you guys' attention. So I'm going to continue to break this up and I'll bring you back when it's all done, and we can do the next step. So I just turned my water on to boil. This has been going for about 5 more minutes. It is completely cooked through, and I'm about to add in maybe half a jar of my Rayos's homemade marinara sauce. About half a jar. We do want this to be thick, but we don't want to add an insane amount of tomato sauce because there's carbs hidden in there. And you can always thin this out with some chicken stock. I always keep some bone broth on hand, but that's up to you. Or even some heavy cream if you wanted, but because I am adding that other cheese layer, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to turn this down to low, and we're literally going to just let this simmer. And I didn't have to add any other sauce. I added a little bit of red pepper flakes. You can do that if you'd like or not. I like it a little spicy, but the sausage is so amazingly seasoned, you really don't need to do a ton more outside of the peppers, onions, and garlic. So I guess I did do something, but hey, I'm just saying, as far as the extra, oh, and I will put a little, I think, yeah, let's put a little Italian seasoning in this as well, but generally you don't need to be crazy with this. So a little oregano. This is a mix of oregano and Italian seasoning. So, yeah, a little bit of that in there. Just because it's nice to have that punch of flavor. So we're going to let this go for about 5 minutes, and our water's going to boil, and we're going to get ready for our cheese layer. I'll show you what goes in that.
Also, guys,
this is Lakanto monk fruit sweetener. It's the granulated. I just added, you can see that tiny little bit just in there. And that's just to bring out the sweetness in the tomatoes. If you like a sweet sauce, you can add more, but I just like to have a balance of flavors. That's just me. You could also, if you wanted to, I mean, make this your own, but sometimes I'll add a little bit of balsamic in there just to bring up the acidity if the sauce seems like it needs it. But this is really good. This is more like I said, a bolognese or a really thick meat sauce. We're just going to throw the noodles in there, and you know what? I'm not even sure that I need meatballs in here. I feel like there's already so much meat, but I do need to make it primavera. How am I gonna do that? You know. Alright guys, so it is time for the white layer. Normally I would use ricotta, but because this is keto, we're using cottage cheese. I know for some very traditional Italian cooks, this is blasphemy, but this good culture cottage cheese, legit, if you like cottage cheese, is literally some of the highest quality cottage cheese ever. And it only has 3 net carbs, or 3 carbs per serving. So this is such a great substitute. Ricotta, check it. I'm telling you, check it, because it can get real real high in the carbs. I've seen it as much as like 6, 7, 8 carbs. Sometimes they add sugar. So just be aware of that, because you never know. Alright, so I'm going to grab a fresh spoon and some sour cream. I would say like maybe a 1/4 of a cup of sour cream in there. And we are going to add some fresh Parmesan cheese. This is great for binding. Also, I'm adding about half this container. How much do I love my KitchenAid? I'm gonna add some garlic powder because you need garlic. And Italian seasoning. This is all to taste. If you want more garlic, add more garlic. If you're like, I hate garlic, don't use garlic, girl. Nobody's forcing you. It's fine. Make it your own. And to thicken it, some cream cheese. This is 4 ounces of cream cheese. And to bind it, 1 egg. Right in there. I'm being very daring by just cracking the egg in. They say you should crack your eggs into a separate bowl, because sometimes, very rarely, it happens, but you do get a bad egg. I can't even remember the last time that's happened. So, guys, turn your KitchenAid on, the very first one to begin with, or you will be wearing whatever it is. Turn it on very slow to begin. You don't need to really, I'm going to add a little bit of pepper, but you don't need to add salt because of the Parmesan cheese. There's enough salt in there, but I am going to add just a little bit of soupçon of pepper. You see that? Just a little bit. Nothing crazy. Now, once it's all incorporated, you can kick it up a little, especially because of the cream cheese. I didn't soften it. Soften yours. Do better than me. Do better than me. But I didn't. We're good now. Look at that. Look at that. Whip it. Whip it good. But don't be crazy because I'm not trying to clean this kitchen again. There we go. That is perfect. Also, pro tip, turn your KitchenAid on 1 and then lift it slightly and you will clean your blade. Boom! This is gonna be our white cheese layer. Okay, water has come to a rolling boil. So we want to salt your water. Always, always, always salt your pasta water. It's literally the only time that you have, the only opportunity you have to add flavor to the pasta. And you want it to be as salty as the sea. So my front burner here, this is a brand new oven. And this one is called the quick boil one. And when I tell you they are not playing, this is the quick boil one. So pasta goes in. This is our Gnooda pasta from nomnom.com. It's the Radiatore. And I'm just going to stir it with this spoon. If you have, again, non-stick, do not touch the bottom of this. The only reason that I'm not using my other wooden spoon is because, do you like get weird about putting red sauce into your like pasta water and then it makes this all pink and scummy, and I don't know. I'm like weird about it. I don't like it. Oh, also watch this. So this little, speaking of scum, this little foam does come up on top. It's just from the lupini. And this, when I tell you, this will boil over, watch it. This boils so quickly. Oh, you see it? You see it? You see it? Don't get, fix it, Jesus. Fix it. So make sure you watch it. Do not walk away or you will be cleaning your oven just like I did. So, my frozen spinach. This was fresh spinach, just a bag of fresh spinach that I threw into the freezer. And I just throw it all in there. I put it on the back burner. See what I did? Because it's the back burner. So, I just throw it in last minute. I want this to be done and simmered and basically finished before I bring my spinach in because I want it to maintain some of its texture. Oh, no, ma'am. Some of its texture. And then I'm just going to, I just stir that in. This is the primavera part, the peppers and then the spinach. And then I'm just turning it off. This is done. We're going to add the pasta into that when the pasta is done. But it seems also, just an FYI, this says cook 5 to 7 minutes to desired firmness. P.S. Expect a bit of foam. And that's what we got. So it's totally normal. Okay, I just drained the pasta. I left it a little bit al dente because you must. This is what it looks like. It does plump up. It literally, guys, like just tasting it, it tastes like legit. It tastes like whole wheat pasta. Same texture, like you would never know that this was 3 net carbs. And you best believe that I got every last noodle out of that pan because of these prices. Oh no. No noodle left behind. It's not happening. So you see, this is a very thick mixture. And that is exactly what we want because we're going to bake it with that cheese sauce or with that white sauce. And we want it to be, see, you can eat, listen, if you were really in a hurry and don't think I wouldn't, you can eat this just like this right out. This would be stunning, delicious. But y'all know I spoiled Jarrell, so we're going to go one step further. So I have a buttered or sprayed Pyrex baking dish. Also, you see these little things? If you know how to get this off of your Pyrex, like, I don't know what gets it off of there, but I have tried and tried. I know, like, I've even used, like, a Mr. Clean, situation. No. So, I'm going to do about half. Oh, basically, this is a baked ziti, or, like, even the same way you would do a lasagna. Ooh, speaking of lasagna, So I wish that I could reach down and talk to y'all, but you're down here. See, speaking of lasagna, I just got some of those palmini lasagna noodles made of hearts of palm. I just ordered them on Amazon. Let me know if you guys want to see a video on that. So now our cheese mixture, we're going to do a portion of that. Not all of it, not all of it. Just like you're doing lasagna. You all know how to make a lasagna. Or maybe you don't. Let me know if you want a video on lasagna. Because I'm going to be doing lasagna with those palmini noodles sooner rather than later. So we just want a thin layer, fully cover, fully, you know, don't be stingy. There's more where that came from. This layer. And then we're going to add some of our mozzarella. This is the shredded mozzarella from Costco. You know it's my jam. You know that I love that buy. It's also, again, yes, it's lazy keto. Yes, there are a tiny bit of creepy carbs if you don't shred your own. Please, shred your own. I beg of you. Be better than me. But I worked 12 hours today, and I'm gonna thank those good people at Costco for doing it for me. So, gonna go in there with a little shaky cheese. Yes, I know. You're like, but you have the other parm. You know what? Don't be bougie. This little shaky cheese is what I grew up with. Also, it has like a drying effect that kind of soaks up and melts into it. And I don't know, it's just good. I like the shaky cheese. I like them both. And I have them both. So who am I to deny myself? Also, keep in mind, the serving size for this is 4. And this is like a lot. This is a good amount, right? Jeez, I hope I get it all in here. Oh, Lord. Do you ever, like, get annoyed because you have a pan and it's like, well, I mean, bigger and it's too big. It needs smaller and I'm doing what I'm doing now. It's very like Goldilocks and the Three Bears. But, you know, first world problems. Get all these expensive ratatouilles, these delicious 3 net carb ratatouille, get them all the way to the edges so that we are not missing any. Then come back in on the top with our cheese sauce, our white sauce right on top. Come on, come. Does this not look amazing? Just stop it. Just stop the presses. And get all this too. These are a lifesaver if you are trying to get everything in a bowl. These scrapers, so good. So good. So the reason that I like this too is because this helps out with portion control. If you're just going to sit down and eat a bowl of pasta, you can kind of get away from yourself. But when you see 4 quadrants, you go, oh, this is my part, and that's it. And this is going to be, you know, 4 meals for 2 people. Me and Jarrell. I'm saying 2 people, like you don't know who's here in this household. Yeah, so I'm going to go with that shaky cheese on top. You know how I do. Little shake of cheese, little shake of cheese, little shake of cheese, and little mozzarella. Now, Jarrell is away doing some work, and he doesn't have his car. So actually, oddly enough, I think I'm going to put this unbaked in the refrigerator until I get back, and then I'm going to... Come on! How good does that look? Voila! I'm going to put it in the fridge, I'm going to go get Jarrell, and then I'm going to come back and I'm going to bake it, and then we're going to live our best, amazing 3 net carb. Well, I mean, not when you add the tomatoes and all the other stuff. Like, it's a meal. Let's just say that. All right, I'll be back.
All right, preheat your oven to 350. Jarrell's home.
Oh, hello.
Say hey, babe.
I don't. Why you gotta get me when I'm eating my pistachios?
When are you not eating your
Yeah,
pistachios?
I'm kind of always eating pistachios. It's weird.
I love you and your pistachios.
Yes, I love them.
And I love you too.
I love you too. Okay, you can go.
Look, he's embarrassed.
It's not a pretty.
He's embarrassed.
It's like eating wings. It's not
Oh, you're nervous of your guys. I'm sure.
You have to break them
Comment
apart.
down below if you eat pistachios, and how do you eat them.
It's messy.
It is messy. I try to get him to get a bowl and just put them all in the thing, but he doesn't
No,
want
because I always tell myself I'm only gonna get a handful.
Does that ever work out for you?
Turns into 14 handfuls.
Good day. Okay, guys, so if you're like me and you fill your pans to capacity, make sure you put this on top of another larger sheet pan, or else you will be very sad when you are cleaning out your oven and it looks crazy. Now we're going to put this in there for about 40, 45 minutes. And, guys, speaking of favor, I see that she often uses these as garlic bread, these buns. These are the Smart Baking Company buns. I just left it out to defrost. It's very, very soft. Kind of dense, it seems, but I'm going to make this into garlic bread because this is like 0 net carbs. And this doesn't require me to bake. On the buns, I'm going to use this chamois fresh turned garlic, butter, and Parmesan basil. I got this from Costco. It's so, so good. It's actually almost gone. This is great for so many things, but it's like instant garlic bread. And we haven't had bread for garlic bread, so you can imagine the other things that I've used it for. But anytime you need garlic butter, like Jarrell likes shrimp, I won't say what I think they smell like. Not my thing, but for that, or just like chicken, there's a million uses. Oh, on steak? Ugh, come on, Chamois. Look at that, bubbling and delicious out. And then look at our garlic bread. Oh my goodness. So, guys, don't just start dipping into this now. Like, this needs, I know it's difficult, but like maybe at least 10 minutes to kind of rest, coagulate. What a disgusting word to associate with food. It needs time. You will be happy you waited. Give it 10 minutes. Watch the view. All right,
everyone.
Time for everyone's favorite moment of the video. Oh, taste test.
Me eating? Oh my gosh.
The taste test.
I know.
Oh, it's okay. You got your spoon du jour.
I'm gonna use this one.
Yes, guys. He learned how to turn this on yesterday.
I had never used it. He made a big post about it on Facebook. I'm like, I had never.
We're in quadrants.
Who
4.
does not know? Like, usually the oven turner oner. What is it called?
Oh my god! You see the oven turner on.
The oven thingy is here in the middle. That's what I grew up with. I didn't know it was up here.
It's quadrants, guys. You can just cut them in. I was gonna add, guys. Think about it. I was gonna add some meatballs to this, like. We would have had space. It's a good thing I decided to let go and let God. All right. Oh my goodness. Someone just.
It was just a car.
A car? That was a monster truck. Someone is literally going to the races. Okay. Oh, get that cheese action.
That's a lot of cheese. Wow.
Oh yes. So.
And so this is what. Am I eating?
This
I know it's lasagna, but what am I eating?
It's not lasagna. It's a baked pasta primavera. It's with the
primavera.
It's with the new the pasta that's with the 3G. Here, babe, right here.
Have a fork. Oh, this is a spoon.
Oh, or fork.
I can't use a spoon.
Well, use it. Use this.
I can use a spoon. I need a fork.
Okay. Well.
But okay. So
here we go.
All right.
Let's see.
How
now this is the pasta that's the 3 grams of net carbs from Nom Nom. Off to the races.
No, that's good. Can't tell any difference. It tastes just like regular pasta.
Is it worth $10 a bag?
A bag? Yes. If it's a big bag like a normal, yeah.
Well, remember we got $40 for 4 bags.
Well, this is really. I mean, it doesn't taste any different than like regular pasta. Like
1 through 5.
5. Oh, let's just. I hope they make like regular spaghetti out of this.
I know, right? Okay, now try this is the Smart Baking Company.
And this is good. This is like really good.
Look, he's excited. Look at him. He's feeling his life.
I haven't had like actual pasta dish in a while because we've been eating like substitutes.
That's right. So he's okay. See how happy he is. See how it was worth the 40. Now, give me that.
How happy I am because it's food. Who's not happy about food, right?
Amen. Smart Baking Company.
Smart Baking Company.
Bun.
Made a smart decision with releasing this. This is good.
Really good, right?
Really good. Yeah.
It's like instant garlic bread. Do you feel like you're out and
I feel like I'm eating a very Italian meal at Olive Garden, which is
Oh my
favorite.
God! Here he goes. I knew he was
I'm
gonna
not
say it.
comparing it to Olive Garden, but I mean,
Here
if
he
I
goes.
If I would compare it to anything, it would be Olive Garden.
To
Just
be
minus
fair, he's
the
obsessed
soup,
with Olive
salad, and
Garden.
breadsticks.
He's obsessed with Olive Garden, so
Yeah.
there's that. So yes, if you
Sure.
guys are interested in that, make sure you check them out. Nom Nom Pasta. Also, if you these buns, come on, make sure that you check those out. Down below, there's a discount. It's Smart Baking Company. The discount code is BoosCruize. Speaking of. Guys, make sure that you join us on the next episode of BoosCruize, and make sure you follow us at BOOSCRUI.
I'm like, what are you doing? You're doing something great. Yeah.
Z, because you're worth it. E,
I'll probably
eternally
be eating
confused. Oh my gosh. All right.
something.
We love you.
This is good.